What if I told you there was once an empire so powerful, so wealthy, and so advanced that it rivaled the greatest cities of Europe, and then, almost without warning, it simply vanished? No centuries-long decline, no transition of power, just gone in a matter of hours. This isn't some ancient myth. It's not a fairy tale whispered by candlelight. This is a real chapter of human history, and yet few people have ever heard its name, Ayutthaya. At its height, Ayutthaya was the beating heart of Southeast Asia. Founded in 1350 in what is now modern-day Thailand, it rose like a phoenix from the riverbanks, growing into one of the most influential and cosmopolitan cities of the 17th century. Its population? Over 1 million people. That's more than London or even Paris at the same time. And its streets, lined with towering temples, gold-covered palaces, bustling marketplaces, and a canal system so complex it rivaled Venice. Foreigners called it the Venice of the East. Diplomats from Persia, traders from India, merchants from China, envoys from Portugal and France. They all came to Ayutthaya, drawn by its power, its prosperity, and its mystery. And then, it was gone. In the year 1767, the Burmese army launched a brutal invasion. The city, after centuries of fending off enemies, finally fell. But this wasn't just a military conquest. It was an annihilation. The Burmese forces didn't occupy Ayutthaya. They erased it. They set fire to everything. Temples burned, libraries vanished, statues were decapitated, entire archives, centuries of royal records, history, knowledge, reduced to ash. The royal family disappeared. The government collapsed. Survivors scattered into the forests. There was no second capital, no organized resistance, no recovery. It was as if an entire empire had been swallowed by the earth. But here's where it gets even more bizarre. Historians still struggle to piece together what really happened. Because with the destruction of Ayutthaya came the destruction of its memory. The majority of what we know comes from the journals of European traders and ambassadors, outsiders who witnessed the glory, but not the inner workings of the kingdom itself. Almost nothing survives from the empire's own hand. And that silence, it has fueled decades of speculation. Some believe the Burmese weren't just after territory. They were after something else, a secret, lost technology, sacred relics, hidden knowledge stored in underground chambers, now buried beneath layers of time and earth. Archaeologists in recent years have uncovered remnants of advanced water systems, intricate urban designs, and ruins that suggest Ayutthaya may have been far more sophisticated than previously imagined. And then there are the legends, rumors of royal treasures smuggled out in the final hours, whispers of monks who fled with sacred scrolls, stories of royal heirs who vanished into the jungle, never to be seen again. Could it be that Ayutthaya's final chapter is still waiting to be uncovered? Today, all that remains are scattered ruins, crumbling stone heads, vine-covered stupas, and faint traces of a forgotten civilization. Tourists walk the silent corridors of what used to be the most dazzling capital in Asia, unaware that beneath their feet may still lie secrets we've yet to uncover. Ayutthaya didn't just fall, it was erased. And that erasure, that void, it speaks louder than any battle. Because sometimes the most powerful stories in history are the ones that end without a trace. So the next time someone tells you about Atlantis or El Dorado or some other lost civilization, tell them about the empire that actually existed, the one that ruled for over 400 years and disappeared overnight.